It's gonna drop off my laundry. Usually there's a little gentleman who takes my clothes and cleans them for me. I'll try it again.
Hello, Mr. Sapp.
Ruxton, good to see you, sir. I have soiled all of these clothes tremendously.
As you know, we've told you we can no longer accept your service because of the state you left our equipment in.
Ruxton, I don't want to hear what you have to say about the state of equipment and things that I do, but just take my clothes and clean them, please.
Me and the other gnomes, we talked about it. Quite a lot. You do bring us a lot of business, but we can no longer scoop the shit out of our washing machines. It's disgusting.
So, I'm picking it up on Tuesday, right? Tuesday by 5?
You're not listening to me, Mr. Sapp.
Yeah, Tuesday by 5 sounds great, Ruxton. Alright, so listen, I gotta go soil these britches. I'll be back soon, okay? Alright, ciao.
Collect the garments. Burn them.
He shits on everything.
Hep, 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 hep. This is the stupidest cold open that's ever happened.
Which is why it's going to work.
You know what time it is. It's the Jank-Ass podcast.
It's so jank.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the Jank. We've had a little time off, but it's me, Chase, and Stacy here.
Hey guys.
And the douchebag.
Hey, that's supposed to be me. That's cool, Chase. Hi, everybody. David here.
The douchebag.
So this is the edition of the sick-ass coughcast, because I've been under the weather thanks to this lovely holiday season. Hooray. So, there's probably going to be a lot of coughing for me this episode, so my apologies.
Yeah, that's a feature of tonight's episode.
Yeah. Count the coughs, we call it. Count how many coughs. Count how many coughs I let out and submit your
And David will send you $20.
Whoa. Send it to countthecough@gmail.com, and I will randomly select somebody who's right and then email you back and go, you wasted all your fucking time counting these coughs.
He's not going to do that.
Actually, I kind of want to set up that email and see if anybody does it.
That email?
I kind of do. Count the cough.
Count the coughs. And then me and Stacy will throw in some coughs just to throw you off.
That's right. Tomorrow I'll count all the coughs on my track specifically.
And take a shot of Robitussin for every cough.
Oh no, I'll die.
No, I meant the listener.
Oh, okay, they'll die. All right.
If you're still conscious by the end,
baby.
you win.
You gonna be seeing stars, baby. So anyway, welcome back to the Jank-Ass podcast.
We've got some new subscribers this time.
Yeah, new listeners. Welcome. Thank you for supporting what we do.
And explain yourselves. Why are you here? Where did you come from?
We had like a month off between our schedules not syncing up, and then stupid fucking holidays, then me getting sick. So how? Send your emails to countthecough@gmail.com and tell me, did somebody tell you about this? And you were like, yeah, I'll sign. Like, I'm curious. I really want to know.
Question one, where do you get off?
You motherfuckers, why are you supporting me? Oh, that was great.
There's the burp for tonight's.
Yeah, one of many, I'm sure.
They love it. I've heard no complaints. Barely any feedback at all about the show, really, but...
In fact, none.
But no one said anything about the burps, so I'm assuming they love it.
Yeah, it's a real winner with the gang.
If they don't say anything, that obviously means they love it.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Is that how you get by in the world? Just no comments, or you go, I like it.
They're not complaining. It's got to work. Now, even though I'm sick, a lot of people out there would say, David, it's dumb of you to be drinking beer when you're sick, but fuck that. I'm going to still be doing it, because this is the Jank and traditions.
It's a doctor-prescribed beer.
Dr. D. That's me.
Yeah.
Take 3 of these for a good time.
I filled out my legal pad and gave it to the guy behind the counter. He's like, we don't take checks. And I was like, that's cool.
So you
Paid
just
the card and got my beer.
really sick, and then you put on a doctor's coat and talk to yourself in the mirror.
While holding my balls and making myself cough.
What you need is some beers. Oh, God.
Really, doctor? This is quite unorthodox.
Shut up and cough.
Doctor, you're holding my balls really tight.
You're hurting me.
My balls, doctor.
Cicely just knocks on the door like, David, what are you doing in there?
He's busy. I'm busy, baby.
Weird. New topic.
Janks-Giving 2017.
How was your Thanksgiving, David?
It was long and unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
No, I wish, I really wish there was a better way to say it, and you guys have heard me say this countless times, and I'm going to retract the statement as of this year, but up until this year, Thanksgiving was my most favorite holiday. Like, standing, like, there was no holiday better. Fuck Thanksgiving, man. It's fucking dumb. I hate it now.
Why do you say that?
Oh, it's just a shit show. I mean, so of course, I'm in retail management, and I didn't do the traditional Thanksgiving feast with my family this year. We'll alternate. We'll do like the feast, and then we'll go out for a year, sometimes 2. Then we'll do the feast again at home.
You go out on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, there's Arizona's fucking weird. It's an entertainment hub, so we get a ton of snowbirds and just general domestic travel because they can come out here for really cheap, and there's just a bunch of malls to shop at and places to go eat food. Which, I don't know. I don't think I'd want to spend money to fly to a desert just to go to Cheesecake Factory and shop at H&M, but people are idiots, so whatever.
Yeah, well, if you were an old lady, you'd think it was the tits.
Maybe. But these, like, families, too. Like, this is the holiday vacation. Like, let's go to Arizona, kiddies. And they're all for it. But, so I'm getting off track here. We went out this year, and we had a lunch reservation for 2 p.m. at this Italian joint called Maggiano's. Not too bad. They've got a good Thanksgiving spread. We've done it before. But word has just caught on way too much about this, and we have so much, like, domestic travelers, like, people who are in no position to actually do a feast, so they go out. It was just fucking packed and, like, not as good as it had been in years past. Plus, I'm in retail, and as you know, Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, and a lot of businesses open early. My business opened at 8 p.m. that evening, so I went from 2 p.m. Thanksgiving, like, feast to home for an hour.
8 p.m. Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I woke up at noon on Thanksgiving Day, because I tried to sleep as long as I possibly could before I had to get up and get moving. And, then I did, Thanksgiving, and
then you
ate as much
eat
food
like
as
an
I could.
absolute tank, I'm sure.
Well, I had to, because, it was like $50 a head to do that thing. So I was like, I'm getting my goddamn money's worth. So
that's what you say this time.
Well, I had to get Sicily's money's worth, too, so I really threw myself over.
Where'd you say you went?
Maggiano's?
Maggiano's. I don't know that place.
Yeah. It's, of all establishments, it's under, like, the same umbrella as, like, fucking On the Border and Chili's, but it's not trash. So I don't know how that worked out, but...
It says that right on the sign. Like Chili's, but not trash. That's 2 cops, everyone.
No, it's actually 3.
Oh, that's 3.
Whoa, damn it.
See,
I shouldn't be giving it away.
I was throwing them off for you.
Damn it, Siddharth, good job, but I fucked up. So, so I do that, and then I get home, I chill at home for an hour, and then I have to be in my store by 6:30, and then I'm open all night helping shitty people who don't want to be around their family members on what used to be the best day in the world to me, but now it's just fucking nonsense and stupid. And I was there until 7:30 in the morning. So,
God damn it.
Yeah, and then I got home and changed really quick, and because we couldn't do Thanksgiving with Cicely's family, we went and did like a Thanksgiving breakfast at Cracker Barrel, which I'm okay with. So
wouldn't your giant Thanksgiving dump kick in right about the time you're going to open the doors?
No. I was like, surprisingly, it didn't hit me till the next day, which was great. I think my body just knew. It was just like, you got to hold off this one.
Just pack it away.
Hold it up in there. So, I do the breakfast deal with Cicely's family. Like, I get home and I crack open a beer and I start playing a video game for a little bit. And she's like, yeah, we're going to do breakfast with the family. I was like, all right, cool. So when all was said and done, it had almost been like 24 hours of just go, family, food, and other people's shitty family, and them buying stuff for people they don't really care about but feel obligated to, and you can see the look of just disdain in their face while they're shopping for these assholes.
Christmas.
And that's what got me sick, too. That's what got me sick.
Well, yeah, of course.
So, yeah, just my erratic sleep schedule, very little sleep, dealing with so many just assholes from all different places and their shitty kids. There were so many fucking kids there at like 2 and 3 in the morning. Like, put that fucker to bed.
Ugh. We have to bring them out for shopping deals.
Yeah. And they're having fucking meltdowns everywhere they go to because they're exhausted and I got to deal with it. But no, Thanksgiving fucking sucks. My Thanksgiving was bad. I don't ever want to repeat.
I don't ever want to repeat.
Nope, even if it's good. Thanksgiving sucks now.
I'm ready
it's not
to
even
fucking
my favorite.
die.
It's right below Christmas.
Christmas.
But because at least on Christmas I get a full day off. Like, that's a guarantee.
Yeah.
What, are you back the next day?
What, on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, Christmas Eve. Usually
I'm sorry, the day after
right
Christmas.
after Christmas.
Man, get off my ass. No, so yeah, definitely work Christmas Eve. Christmas Day I'm off, and then the day after Christmas I'm in at like 1 p.m. this year, which isn't so bad.
Ugh.
Still sucks that means I gotta be there till 10 because fucking stupid hours, but whatever, you know?
Yeah. Fuck that. I don't do none of that.
I know. I'd probably... No, I won't even say it. I'd hate Christmas less if I wasn't in retail.
I got out of bed at 2 p.m. today.
Well, it sounded like being in retail had a lot to do with your Thanksgiving being shit this year.
Oh, yeah. No, it's
So it only makes sense that
been...
same effect with Christmas.
Yeah, each year has been shittier and shittier, because my family and I got this pretty sweet tradition that we used to be able to do, where we would just eat a whole bunch and then turn up metal as loud as we could and drink beer. It's the best. And I haven't done that in a few years. And that just, so Thanksgiving, whatever. I don't like it anymore. I'm not thankful for nothing.
Sap family get-togethers sound like more fun than mine.
Yeah. Well, I did that off Thanksgiving at your place and watch basketball. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was funny. That was the one time David came over to my parents' house.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving dinner.
Because we had a bunch of turkey and stuff left over. And he just sat quietly at the table and pounded down like 3 plates of food. Like, yeah. My family talked about it after.
I wasn't there, but I heard about it too. David just head down.
That's awesome.
Filling up plate after plate, and then just leave.
But what was great was...
He didn't ask if he could get a second plate or anything. He got up, went right to the fridge, and scooped up more.
Somebody had to tell me it was okay. I wouldn't just do that on my own. Somebody had to have given me the signal, or at least something I interpreted. Maybe like they sneezed a certain way, and I was like, oh, more food? Yeah.
People asking you questions, and you just answer with,
You just signed at somebody, and then they give you a confused expression. You're like, all right, cool.
just look at Chase's dad and give like a thumbs up, thumbs down, and a shrug, and he's like, I don't know, thumbs up. All right, yeah.
Going back.
But yeah, what was great about that night too is it wasn't anywhere near Thanksgiving, so it was like another Thanksgiving dinner that I just got to have that year. But then I didn't have to go work retail, so I was ecstatic.
Oh yeah, I think that was because sometimes we'd do Thanksgiving at like our cousin's house, and like I don't know, they didn't make much of it, and then they'd like fuck with the food, and they'd put like jalapenos in the mashed potatoes and shit, and
see, I get behind that. I could do some fire mashed potato.
It was good, man. They made a turducken.
I wouldn't even try that. I'd like to try eating one, but I wouldn't try making it. Let's be clear.
So then,
I would try turducken for sure.
Afterwards, we'd do like a mini Thanksgiving with the food that we wanted.
Yeah. Just a picture of that side of the family sitting at the end of the table with one of those red rings and a cross through it.
They're fun. We like them, but
they get wacky with the food.
Yeah. They take risks, and it's like, what are you doing? It's Thanksgiving. It's not time for experimenting.
That was one of my best Thanksgivings, hands down. Basketball over at Chase's place and making myself hurt. And then you got wasted. That's right. I remember this now. You got wasted. And I was kind of bummed because like I was so full, like I kind of wanted to drink,
you were
but I was
busy
like, that'll
eating.
make me uncomfortable. Yeah, and then you were like pounding shots of vodka or something.
Yeah,
and
he
then,
didn't know I was.
And then
I was drunk until the way back in his car.
Oh yeah, when it was Latin Channel karaoke session with Chase.
Latin Channel karaoke.
You don't remember that? I was just flipping through the random radio stations, and we came across this one Latin channel, and you were just belting whatever dude was saying.
That was probably Eris too, because they made us sing in Spanish class.
Would that have happened
was,
come on, though?
I couldn't tell you, but you were getting down on it. You were feeling it. And it wasn't like a making fun of it kind of way. I mean, maybe you were a little bit, but you were getting behind it.
Oh yeah.
And I was entertained. I was like, fuck it. So I lit up a smoke, and I was like, this is good.
Better than the radio itself, just,
Yeah.
See, I know how to
I think I was just flipping. I think I was just flipping through the stations, and that came on. You were just like, ooh, and just got into it. And I was like, all right, this is where it stays.
Eris 2.
Right, I forgot about that.
Eris 2, I see.
You were giving it to the desert sky that night.
That's hilarious.
Giving it to you say weird things, man.
Well, there was nothing out there. We were driving down the 17 at 10 o'clock at night. There was nobody out there except for the stars. So you were singing to the sky.
Was this before or after you guys moved into the TN house?
It was during.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had to
I was
drive
driving us
drunk
back.
Chase home.
Yeah, from you know where his parents lived compared to the TN house,
yeah.
right? Yeah, so
40 minutes.
from way the fuck out there in New River to that house.
And he just sang the whole way.
The song ended, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I just kept going and going and going.
We were definitely on the freeway, so it must have been the last 20 minutes of the drive.
I didn't even know Spanish, but that night I did.
Yeah, you were fluent.
It was the one time I could roll my R's.
Yeah, I still can't do that shit. I try, but I
I don't know
can't.
how the fuck people do it.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Nope, not working.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and embarrass myself like you just did just now.
I'm embarrassed for you today.
All right, well, let's hear you whistle.
We're not talking about me, Siddharth.
Because watch this. Fuck.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got too. So double embarrassed.
I'm just kidding. I'm a good whistler.
Yeah, I just can't do that shit. I got no time for it.
No time for whistling.
Got no time for whistling.
No time for whistling.
So
I think that was one of the Seven Dwarf songs.
when they beat the prince to death, and they were like, "No time for whistling, go, run, run, run."
There's no fucking time for whistling.
Let's just go to work.
Yeah.
I'd be terrible in a crowd. Like if I was a member of a Mexican family, because I couldn't communicate with anybody because I can't roll my R's, and whistling is what you do at a distance, and I just can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'd be screwed. I'd be the cousin that got left places.
Isn't that kind of how your story about nicknaming your mom went? Because you had to get her attention and you couldn't whistle or anything, so you just yelled out, "Cletus!"
Yeah, well, no, yeah, I don't have anything that I could do that goes for a long distance. I can make farty sounds with my hands, yeah, that's my palms. I can do that.
Sounds straight up
that
like
doesn't travel.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I can lay down some Pac-Man tracks if anybody needs it. But
yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
start your Pac-Man right in the middle of me talking here. It's like, hey man, so it's good being a ghost and all, but what are the perks? Oh my God, he's coming! Ah! Oh! Pinky! Pinky! Oh, just eat the rest of him.
Oh no!
Let him suffer. Oh!
No!
He's just chewing on his eyes. Clyde!
I don't even remember what we were talking about now.
I was going to suggest that we do new topic. Pac-Man sounds with David, and then just your Pac-Man sounds.
Well, except there is a thing Stacy dropped there, is that you call your mom Cletus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I've been calling my mom Cletus for...
We're just going to let that fly right by. No
well,
one calls their
it's
mom
normal for
Cletus
me.
but David.
I fucking do.
I fucking do.
So, I've been calling her that since I was 14, so yeah, I got 18 years with that name. That name is, it is a standing legal adult now, that name.
You think you'd get
it.
smacked for calling her Cletus.
Well, not my mom. See, that's the thing. So, of course, like, I couldn't whistle or do anything to get anybody's attention at a long distance, but there's one thing that my mom has that carries for a long distance, and it's her laugh. And I know how to make my mom laugh, and it's just anything obnoxious or, like, shouting in, like, public places just will kill her. So, I'm at a grocery store, and, like, I'm going up and down a few aisles and not seeing her, and I was like, all right, this is bullshit. I'm gonna try something. And I just shout, like, hey! Cletus! Really loud, and like 6 or 7 aisles down, I just hear, bah! I'm like, there she is. There she is. And like, I get to the end of the aisle, and she's like hunched over the cart laughing still. She's like, what the hell was that? And I was like, I was trying to get your attention. And since then, like, I've just called her Cletus. That's been it. I call her Cleed for short, but her name is Cletus.
Shit, bitch, that's echolocation. Have you seen dolphins?
A little too close, I have.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
No, at the aquarium. I feel bad for him.
New topic.
Animal sex chat.
Did you get raped by a dolphin?
They're in that giant bowl, and everybody's watching it try to fuck me without privacy. You know.
Poor dolphins can't fuck without privacy. Is your number one concern.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm just like,
those dolphins didn't do anything, but they were eye fucking me pretty hard.
I was like, come on, dolphin, don't be a prude, stick it in. And he was just like, he was watching everybody watch him, and he was, couldn't do it. So it's a crying shame. Fucking cold medicine, man.
Sometimes I go to the aquarium and I just feel so sad for the dolphins because, like, you can tell that they want to crank it, but everybody's looking at them.
And their fins are so short.
Like, people hop into the tank and it'd be perfect, but everybody's watching.
Yeah, would you rather be a dolphin who can't crank it because his arms are too short?
So a dolphin.
Yeah.
Or a giraffe and your arms are too long to crank it.
But you can blow yourself.
Giraffe.
Yeah.
Tell me giraffes are not there blowing themselves all the time, right?
Yeah.
They're just reaching under with their long ass necks and going, oh, hello there.
They're reaching up and grabbing some leaves, then reaching down below and blowing themselves, and back up for some more leaves. You know, when they get in those weird head fights with each other.
Yeah. We're getting some ranch for the leaves.
Oh, God. And some giraffe tapioca.
You guys are sick.
Yeah. This is a foul-ass podcast. Where did this episode go?
I can't think of any other animals so well-equipped to blow themselves.
I don't know. Do emus have penises?
Probably, yeah.
I think so. Serene.
I don't know. Like, on my way to Tucson, I never stopped at the emu farm to answer that question. You know, I just kept going on the freeway, but...
They probably have some weird corkscrew-ass dick or something, though, and they can't wrap their heads around.
So see David just, like, hauling ass to the emu farm and going, out front. You run up to the farmer. I have a question. It's quick. Do the emus have dicks?
Farmer would be like, well, they do, but they don't blow themselves because beaks don't feel good.
Damn it, that was my next question.
Anytime, stranger.
I know, that's always everybody's question.
Before you ask, yes, they can blow themselves.
May I direct you to the sign?
And no, they don't like it.
What they're doing
and neither
anyway.
do I.
I ain't found an emu that could please me. Now, you best go on and get to Tucson, boy.
Like the southern emu farmer.
Well, I reckon if, the emu's beaks weren't so hard and all, Might right feel good down there, but truth is, there ain't nothing pleasant about an emu on your penis.
Pa, how come you never spend no time at home? Well,
boy.
Strangers out there with questions. I gots to answer them.
When my young lad is inquisitive, I can't turn my back.
The emu is a beautiful beast. People got questions.
Mostly about its dick.
My pappy used to always say, you can love yourself an emu, but an emu cannot reciprocate that love with its beak upon your penis. And I said, why not, Daddy? Well, he took me out to the fields that day, and, I learned.
And let's just say, I got blown by an emu. And it sucked.
And might right didn't fancy it none. What the fuck is happening here?
We're just letting your cold medicine take the lead.
I was so fucked at work today. Like, I was just making errors left and right. It took me 45 minutes to do something that takes me 10 minutes to do because I kept fucking up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not good with cold medicine. Like, I'm scatterbrained-ish on my regular day-to-day, but man, put some cold medicine in and it's over.
You need some...
Start talking about dudes getting blown by emu.
And we're stone cold sober, so I don't know what our excuse is.
I'm all hopped up on water.
You're all hydrated.
Yeah.
Your muscles are feeling good. They're not stiff.
I feel crazy.
Just imagine people blaming bad behavior and being too hydrated.
Yeah, right?
Kevin Spacey's like, I apologize for what I did. I had a lot of water that week.
I was drinking smart water. The electrolytes got me.
Got ahead of myself. Flew too close to the sun.
Or maybe I didn't, because that would have dried me out some and evened me out.
Maybe I was just far enough away to be forcing myself onto boys while still being aptly hydrated.
Somehow he gets a deal with Dasani by the end of it.
Or just like one of those bootleg water companies, like the Nestle whatever waters that you see at like Walmart and shit.
Yeah.
I don't trust Nestle for water.
Yeah, right?
People with the dookie powder that put into milk with the bunny on the back. No, you don't do water.
Dookie
you
powder.
Don't do water.
Well, plus Nestle is like sucking up all the water from California while there's a drought and everyone is forced to conserve.
No.
I now support Nestle. No, I'm just...
You shocked Stacy.
I'm pro chaos.
You didn't say nothing about fuck California. That changes everything.
Maybe they'll all die.
And I'll have a front row seat. Ooh. I'm buying all the Nestle stock.
And I'm going to start drinking
California.
water.
You're kind of, sort of okay, I guess.
You're fine.
You're a state. You're a state. There's other states I'd rather go to. How about that, California? You're not up there.
Oh.
You get too hyped. You get too hyped.
Impromptu California roast.
I'm just saying. California's way too hyped for what it is. Yeah, sure, the weather might be awesome, but everything else sucks. Like, seriously. We went to Disneyland. That Anaheim area, trash. we were
talking about the worst parts of California, and the first example is Disneyland, the happiest place on earth.
That surrounding area, like, everything looks like it was built in the 40s, and they were like, one time is all we need, and it's just, like, run down. Like, everything looks like shit. Traffic is terrible, people suck, and everybody from California, okay, maybe I'm just a little biased, I don't know, or against it, because I get to deal with all the people who couldn't hack it in California and they just get kicked out into Arizona, because that's a big thing. Like, people who like can't hang in California just get kicked out to Arizona, and they never shut up about how great California is, and they just usually suck. Like,
I've got that with
the exposure.
Canadians.
That's all I have. But we went to Vegas the week before Thanksgiving. Yeah, we went out to Vegas. Cicely and I, for our anniversary, we did the half marathon out there again that we got married at. And there was an assload of Canadian folk out there doing the race and just hanging out. Like, I was blown away. They stopped coming to Arizona. I don't know why. but they were everywhere in Vegas.
How's the feel out there since the, shooting?
It still felt exactly the same, but there was definitely an assload of security guards with, like, automatic weapons on the course.
Oh, wow.
Which didn't confront me. I was like, that's bad. I feel great. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it. Well, I wasn't even thinking about the events because I was like, whatever. This shit can happen anywhere at any time. Like, I'm just going to enjoy this. I'm not going to try to think about it.
Yeah, you can't
when
be
I see that, I was
afraid
like,
of it.
whoa. Yeah, and I was like, damn, if something does go down, dude or dudes are fucked because these guys are everywhere. And those were some, like, hefty-ass weapons. Their shoulders must have been wrecked by the end of that night holding those.
Man. Well, that's good to feel safe, though.
Yeah, like, it was awesome out there. The weather was perfect. The run went good. And here's the best part. Well, I mean, there's so many great parts. Here's one part that was amazing. For the first time since, like, 2004, I went to White Castle.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think...
Hey, well, no, you know my love for it and how, like, when I'd come and visit,
I don't.
Like, you White Castle.
When do you talk about White Castle?
Yeah, I've heard you talk about Cracker Barrel and Waffle House and
every other terrible fucking place.
You have a lot of favorites. Favorite fast food franchises.
Day after day, you come home and with a bag of Bertos and talk about how terrible it is, and then you eat it all. And then you're like, that Bertos cheese is going to make me shit something fierce. And then you spend 8 hours in the bathroom.
And then you do it all again next week.
And then you go back the next day.
That's a love-hate with Birdos. It's, I love me some Birdos.
I don't think I ate there a single time.
Really? Not even once?
Fuck no.
I feel like you cheated yourself.
You made us associate it with your shit.
You had the same story every time.
But we've also covered in years past. I like taking shits, so it's
yeah.
So you have in
it
common
didn't really
with Al
confront
Bundy.
me too much. Well, yeah, it's my alone time. It's good, just focus and pass some food through my body and reflect on the day. It's a good time
through my body.
Yeah, make a movement. It's all good.
Okay, so how was White Castle?
Oh, it was great. We had it after the race because White Castle's. When you get to Missouri, they're not any further west than Missouri in the United States whatsoever. So I haven't had a chance to go to one since I was in Michigan. And when I was living in Georgia, they had practically the exact same thing. It was a restaurant called Crystal, and it was awesome. It, White Castle status, different name. So I had options. Michigan, Georgia, I was covered. Move out to Arizona, it's just gone. And I would like to say, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I've had White Castle, it's not that great. And I'm like, yeah, awesome, when'd you have it? They're like, yeah, I picked it up at Fry's in the freezer section. It's like, no, you piece of shit.
New topic.
Talking video games.
Right.
It's cough number 6.
Yeah, number 4. Speaking of video games, what are you two currently playing?
I have been enjoying XCOM 2.
Oh, man. I tried to enjoy that, but I just kept getting my ass stomped. Like, I gotta stop for a bit and, start from scratch again.
I keep restarting it, but I looked up some tips online, and it was saying, this one page was saying, yeah, the Avatar project's gonna fill up pretty quick, so don't worry about that too much. And I was like, oh, fuck, I've been, restarting this over and over again, thinking I just suck at the game.
Oh.
She's got a gay little David character.
What?
Yeah, I meant to send you a picture of that. Chase really hates it.
Oh, yeah. I just want him to die.
He's like the best, though, right?
No, he's the worst. He's the absolute worst.
Then he'd be dying if he was the worst. He's got to be pretty good, right? Right?
Well, the best part is that your voice is British.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah, Chase told me to do that.
You
He
bastard.
said he'd hate it, so I was like, all right,
Shut
I'll
up.
do that.
So yeah, I tried playing that for a little bit, but yeah, I was just getting stomped and it just didn't feel like something, I might have missed something, something didn't click that I should have known early on. So yeah, I set it aside for a little bit, but I'm going to circle back to it.
Yeah, Stacy played through the first, the Xbox 360 XCOM and kept running into that, where the game's just like, you can't play anymore.
Yeah, I'm fucking it up. I don't know.
The game just looks at you.
Every time I look at the screen on her, it's blaring red, emergency everywhere.
Yeah. I just kept fucking it up, and the aliens won, everybody died.
Well, that's how the second game starts, though. The aliens did win, so maybe you beat the game.
No, she gave up on that game and bought the new one.
Yeah.
We'll take down these high resolution aliens.
You know, maybe Mario and the Rabbids are more your guys' speed.
Oh,
Hey, suck a dick, Siddharth. You might be right, but
I like that. Well, what made you want to play XCOM anyways? Because we played the South Park game.
Yes. The fractured butthole.
Yeah, did you know they just wanted to call it the Butthole of Time, but they were told stores wouldn't carry it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he worked around it.
Huh.
By having it be the fractured butthole.
I don't know. I kind of think I like the fractured butthole better. I mean, the butthole of time's not a bad name. Don't get me wrong.
It's like more clever.
Yeah.
I like the butthole of time.
I think I would have liked that better too, just because it's fucking absurd.
Yeah. Both works though.
I like what they did. They updated the combat and it's more like tactical. I think that's what we're trying to give Stacey some more tactical games, which we turned around to XCOM, even though we'd never played it.
Well, I played it a little bit, and yeah, it was like a beefier version of what they had going on in South Park, so I figured it'd be at least worth recommending. Oh, man,
I'm gonna get her playing Final Fantasy Tactics, because that's like the best game ever fucking made.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's the pinnacle of like tactic-based games that I've played, so I'll just revert back to that. I haven't played it in forever, either. I'm sure if I played it now, there'd be a rude awakening. Like, I knew some shit when I was young. I don't have that anymore.
You can play it on your phone now.
Yeah, I don't want to get it on my phone, though.
I played through it a couple times. I've played through the game probably like 8 or 9 times.
No kidding. Yeah, I wanted to get...
These tactics games are new for me, but I'm really liking them. And I definitely got to get into Final Fantasy Tactics, but from seeing Chase play it, it seems insanely addictive. And that's a little scary for me. I've been getting addicted to games lately.
It's super addictive because that one more game feeling is there like crazy, but one more game is like you could spend half an hour.
Yeah, that's like a 30-minute commitment.
Yeah,
that's how it is with XCOM too.
Oh, not with me. I just die right away, and I'm like, well, there was 15 minutes. That was great.
Do you hold on to your characters, or do you just let them splat all over the place?
I try to be tactical with where I position them. I put everybody in the... what is it called? The overseer position? Is that what it is? If somebody...
Yeah,
I do that, and they always miss, and then they just get blasted by somebody else. Like, it fucking sucks. Like, these guys are supposed to be America's finest. They suck. They can't aim for shit.
You gotta upgrade them, bro.
I can't even get them to kill anything to upgrade them to begin with.
Sounds like you suck at XCOM.
Hey, go suck a dick, Chase.
I
guess we gotta count down the times you tell Chase to suck a dick.
No, don't worry. Those are getting cut.
You know what? Suck it. Anyway, this is quick cut.
You know what? You can go suck it. You're great, Chase.
Perfect. We have a sound clip for that now.
Ah,
that's why every time I tell a joke, I edit in David's laughs.
What about you, Siddharth? What are you currently indulging in?
I've been playing a lot of Cuphead.
Yeah,
that game's fun, man.
The game is fun. I need to play more of it. I've been playing it in small bursts while I'm playing other things too. But every time I pick it up, I just want to keep going because it's so great.
It's like notorious for being fucking hard, but that's like the appeal.
I'll give it challenging. Like, I'm not gonna say it's fucking hard. Like, it takes me a few tries at anything, then I'll get them. But it's cool. Like,
yeah, let me say, I love the boss fights. The boss fights are fucking awesome, and I love getting close and dying and trying again, even, you know?
Yeah.
But the run and gun fights are fucking stupid.
The running guns, they're okay. It's hit or miss. Like, I'll play one, and I'm just like, nah. Then I'll play another one, and I have fun with it. So those are up and down, but the boss fights are on point. Unfortunately, that's the bulk of the game. Yeah, exactly.
But it ain't Mega Man, because there's all these fucking random elements. Yeah. So you can't master the first screen and then just run through it every time. You have to take your time every fucking time, and sometimes it's just flat out not fair.
But it's good, though. Like, the art design, of course, is solid. Like, it looks awesome.
Oh, it looks so good.
Characters are cool. Like, at first, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to hang with this music. But the music works. Like, it all...
What are you talking about? It's fucking tip-top right off the bat.
I know, but, like, at the beginning with, like, the barbershop quartet...
Oh, it's not metal.
Hey, wait, it doesn't have to be metal, Siddharth. But I heard that, and I was like, I don't know. Then, like, the the piano music and
take
stuff.
a little 30s jazz, bitch.
It grew on me, Siddharth. It grew on me. I'm all about that Dice Man song. That Dice Man song is legit.
Have you got to the Dice Man?
Well, yeah, you pass him every time you got to go to another island.
Oh, no. When you fight him.
No, I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm only on the third island, Inkwell Island 3 or whatever it is.
Yeah, you're in for a treat on the Dice Man.
Yeah?
Well, in for a sadistic treat.
Ah, damn it. Okay. But no, that game is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I'm on the devil right now. I haven't beat him yet. I haven't played it very much recently.
Lucifer.
But it took so much to beat the Dice Man that it's like, now I gotta do the devil. I keep getting him like 3/4 of the way and then just dying.
So yeah, anybody listening who has played Cuphead, send me your emails to countthecough@gmail.com and let me know what your favorite part of the game is. And for anybody playing at home, we're up to 10 coughs.
You know, they started making that game in 2010.
I remember seeing a trailer for it forever ago.
Yeah, it was just going to be a small-scale game, and then people saw the trailer and were like, holy shit, look at that thing, and then they expanded the game a lot.
Well, yeah, didn't Microsoft, buy them up that instant?
I don't think so. They just, sold their houses and shit.
Oh, really? I thought Microsoft funded a ton of this and, helped them, support it and everything.
From what I read, they put it all on the line.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, I think it paid off. I love that game. It's great. If I could get more games like that, I'd be a very happy person.
Yeah, more games that take an insane amount of talent and work.
No, of course, we were Mega Man kids, so, I got a soft spot for games like that. They're awesome.
There do need to be more fucking Mega Man games. What's going on here?
Right? And not like the weird, Mega Man 8s and, the RPG Mega Mans. I want a fucking Mega Man game. Not even Mega Man X, and I know people love that, and they're not bad games, but I want Mega Man.
Yeah, how come no one tries to make just the same thing, but different?
Yeah, that Mighty Number 9, I don't even want, I was even humoring it when it was $5. I was like, maybe I'll buy it, and I was like, no, it just looks like shit, I can't even do it.
I know, I've been almost there a couple of times.
I've had it. I'm not even joking. I've had it on the purchase screen where it tells me how much it is, and all I have to hit is one button to own it. I've gotten that far. I was like, no.
The reputation is so fucking bad.
And it just looks bad. It looks competent as... No, it doesn't. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look fun to me. I don't even want to play.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of clips of, side characters Mighty, you gotta get the thing! And if you get the thing, then we can go to the next level. It's like, shut up and play. I killed him.
Oh my god. Yes.
David, you have to stop coughing.
Damn it, Jason. I'm gonna take the headphones off. Yeah. Whew. Alright.
You got your water?
I do. Let me grab that.
Can I drink your beerless beer?
And big changes in this episode. That actually kind of feels nice. Maybe I needed that the whole time.
It's like beer, but it doesn't burn. What do you call this stuff?
What? All right, back in it. Let's go. So yeah, I'm playing Cuphead too. Like I said, just in small bursts. And then my wife was kind enough to buy me Forza Motorsport 7, which I love me some racing games, so that's been good.
Boring.
And it's fun. I like it. Then I went Black Friday spending crazy. They had Wolfenstein for $30, so I was like, fuck yeah. And then I've been wanting to play the new Assassin's Creed because it looks kind of like a Dark Souls game, which I'm all about. So I bought that, and I'm just sitting on it till I get through everything I'm playing, and I'll eventually play that.
Dark Souls is bullshit, man.
Dark Souls is great. I'm shocked you don't like it. I'm shocked you don't like it. It baffles me because it's challenging. It's Mega Man-esque, and then it's Zelda-esque. But
I had a bad experience.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
Well, I ran around the first area and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then I got to this woman that was talking to me.
Huh?
So naturally, I killed her.
You killed the woman?
Yeah. Well, I was playing Dark Souls.
Are you talking about Dark Souls The second one?
Yeah, I was playing the second one.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Siddharth. Was that the lady in the town?
Yeah, and I fucking slayed her down. And I didn't know what to do. Like, I kept fucking wandering around. There was nothing to do. And, like, I never got any better. I was fucking weak as hell the entire time. And it's like, why do people like this? The monsters get harder, but I stay the same.
Try it again. Don't kill her.
I played for like 2.5 hours after that, and I was like, this is dumb. I don't get why people like this.
Try it again. Don't kill her. You need her to level up.
That's what I heard afterwards.
Yeah, no, that's... God damn it, Siddharth. No, I think if you put like a little bit of time in it, just dedicated a few hours just to go for it, I think you would like it. Like, it is satisfying.
Why would they even give me the option to destroy my progress?
Because you're a fucking adult. You're an adult, and you got to live with the consequences of your choices. This game isn't going to hold you by the hand. Like, you got to man up and play this fucking video game like a man, Siddharth.
I kind of loved that he actually had consequences for just murdering everyone without any concern for consequences like that.
Yeah, you get to do a ton of murdering in that game. You get to do a ton of murdering.
I'm playing Skyrim VR right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And every time I walk into a town, I have to quick save, destroy everyone. Like, I made it to I've never played Skyrim before, also. This is my first time playing Skyrim.
Yeah, I never played it either.
But I go to this town, and there's a guy selling horses out front, and I'm like, I've never ridden a horse before. So I save it. I cut him down, burn him.
Naturally.
I get on the horse, I ride around town, and I slaughter everyone from horseback. It was great. I think Stacy came out from the other room while I was, yeah.
Now, my question is, when you have the headset on, is it showing what you're doing on the TV?
Yeah, if you have the TV on. I don't know if I did.
I don't think you did.
I think it would be great just to see you swinging your arm with a sword, just like, yeah! Yeah! And then there's just like a rerun of like Duckman on the screen.
It's crazy in the VR. Like, you almost have a compulsion to talk at the people in front of you and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I know the other day I was playing it, I was like, yeah, keep walking, bitch. And then I heard Stacy bust out laughing, I was like, oh yeah. Stacy's here. I'm just getting started, but it's pretty fun. I got kind of sick playing it the first time I did it, but I was a little drunk. And I didn't know how to drive it right either. Like, you hold the move controller in your left hand and you press the button to walk forward. Yeah. What I didn't know, it also goes the direction you're pointing the thing. So I just kept like holding it on my leg, and he's walking directions I don't want him to. And I'm like, this damn thing is like drifting all over the place. Now that I know how to drive it, it's a lot more fun.
Nice. Someday I will try this virtual reality, but today is not the day.
Yeah, there's I haven't picked it up a lot recently because a lot of the games are really short and you just kind of play through them.
Kind of like little tech demos more than anything.
This one I've played like maybe 3 times, and each time I've been in there for hours.
That's pretty sweet.
Which is new. Usually I play, like half an hour and then I get out of the damn thing.
Yeah.
And go back for more in a bit.
Whew. Oh, countthecough@gmail.com.
You gotta try it if you haven't, though, man. The first time you put the thing on and just fuck around with shit, and like, my hands are in front of my face and I can use them, and like, it's pretty great.
Yeah. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who has it.
I haven't tried it, but your first-hand account doesn't mean anything. Suck a dick, David.
I'm just saying, I tried playing Oblivion, and I thought it kind of sucked, so whatever.
I was talking about VR.
Whatever, it can't be that big of a change. I don't know. It might be.
I was talking about VR in general.
In another world, David.
Siddharth, I'm hung up on one thing right now, okay?
Yeah, I know. It's infuriating me. That was a record. Get out your stopwatch and time the length of that cough and send it into, what was the email?
countthecough@gmail.com.
Cough is spelled COFTHF.
No, it's not. It's spelled like it should be. It's spelled like it should be. Count the cough.
It's count the coughing, like the Pokemon.
With a Q. No, damn it.
David loves Pokemon, so it's kind of like a homage, you'd say.
I base all my life decisions as an adult around Pokemon.
New topic.
We played Pokemon once.
David, besides Pikachu, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Ooh, well, he's the best, right? So we don't even...
Pretty much took away your only answer.
Why is Pikachu the best? What's your favorite thing about Pikachu?
He's a mouse.
That's so funny. You learned that when we were writing.
Yep.
Just recently, like a week or two ago.
Hang on. The fucking Charmander. Haha! Take that.
Nah.
That's an answer.
Rejected.
That's his name, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good.
I prefer Charmeleon myself.
What's crazy is, like, I had the first one, like, I got it as a birthday gift with a Game Boy Color when I was a kid, and I, like, played it start to finish. I don't remember shit about that game.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing.
I think I played it the first time on an emulator just to see what all the hubbub was about.
Yeah, were you blown away, or was it kind of unimpressive at that point?
I don't know. I thought it was fine. It certainly didn't stick. I played it on an emulator when I was a kid, too. Like, it's weird.
Just pirating since day one.
Hell yeah. I remember my friend sold me an emulator.
Really?
On a floppy disk.
You poor bastard.
I didn't know it was, it was like $5.
What year was this?
Like, maybe 97-ish.
So
maybe later, maybe like 99.
So that was judging. Okay, so $5 then. That was like having $26 today. You just gave that dude $26 for something you could have got for free.
All right. It was about the knowledge. He was really secretive about it too, because like there was this air of legal gray area around it. We were, 11.
Yeah.
You have to own the actual games, but I don't.
Shh. The floppy disk will hear us.
Yeah, and what's on it is, I think, Nesticle.
I remember Nesticle.
And then the rest of the family sees on the desktop. What's with this pair of balls?
Well, yeah, I think I grabbed Nesticle. Yeah, probably like 99, 2000, and that was the first thing. Like, I didn't put two and two together when I read the name of it, but then when I opened it and saw the graphic, I was like, Jesus Christ, those are balls.
Yep. They were balls. I don't know
what you guys are talking about.
It put an icon. If you put it on your desktop, there'd be an icon for Nesticle that was just a straight pair of balls.
They were hairy balls, too.
Yeah, they were hairy. It's like they were unmistakably testicles.
So, how old were you? You were 11? Did you have to explain that shit to your parents?
I don't remember that part, but... My computer couldn't play the games either. Like, they were slow as hell.
It's like, why is the computer so slow? And why are there balls? Chase!
Yeah, Stacey, do yourself a favor. Just look up Nesticle icon in Google right now. It's the first image. That's what was sitting on every kid's desktop for their families to see.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
NES, real big on it.
The hairy-ass balls.
Some hairy-ass balls.
Yeah, did they need to include the hair?
Absolutely. If I made it and I was like, I'll call it Nesticle, I would have gone the distance.
You would have added a dick.
You're like, yeah. Something's missing. A penis.
You would have called it Sphinctulator and just be a butthole.
I'm not that clever, let's be honest.
You would have called it David Sucks Dick and had a picture of you sucking a dick.
That's what I would have done.
And then it'd be like, well, we have to draw a picture of you sucking a dick. And you'd be like, no need, I've got hundreds.
Don't draw, here's a Polaroid.
I have copies.
Where's this real dark basement you're in, David? Oh, the fun zone? It's right over here.
New topic.
Hollywood sex perverts.
Oh, David, it must be a sad time since we last spoke, as one of the biggest advocates today for whacking it has been taken down. I'm talking about, of course, Louis C.K.
Oh, I know, yeah. Fucking, my wife brought this up to me. She was like, "Did you hear about Louis C.K. and his cranking it allegations?" I was like, "What?"
Did she say cranking it?
She may have, because she knows that's how I say it. But
You gotta speak David's language sometimes.
Yeah, or else be like, what? What? Masturbation? What the fuck is that?
He loses focus, you gotta snap your fingers.
did you hear about Louis C.K. pleasing himself in front of groups of people? What? That doesn't
Groups
make
of
sense.
unwilling women?
Yeah, he was cranking it in front of ladies who didn't want it.
Yeah, he's doing it all the time, too.
All the time? Like, how frequently?
This has been known for years, man.
Yeah, we heard about it a long time ago, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
But he was invited to be a guest on the pilot of a show, and one of the writers there, he just stops and he's like, "Hey, can you meet me for a minute? I want to jerk off in front of you." Pretty much. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Hold it together.
So wait, did the person... Is this somebody he actually did jerk off in front of? Did they go, okay, and they were shocked at what happened?
That person, I think he only propositioned.
Okay.
Other people, he would get in the room, and he'd always ask permission, but you're sitting
When
down
you
with
just
Louis
come out
C.K.
and ask that, you're gonna go, haha, whatever, what are you saying right now? And
Like, "What's up, gals? How you doing? I really liked your set. You guys want water or anything?" No. Do you mind if I jerk off in front of you right now and, like, strip naked? Okay.
sure,
right.
Louis,
And then
whip
he
out
just-
your dick right now.
And then he whips it out and he starts cranking it. It's fucking
How
weird.
That's a little weird.
It's
This is
unfortunate. I always liked his shit back in the day, and his whole it's kind of like his thing was, it's okay to be a little bit of a perv and talk about masturbation and stuff on stage, and that doesn't make you some kind of a monster or something.
Yeah.
And then he's got to go and step over the line.
And then it turns out he's a monster.
Then it makes me wonder, I get a little concerned. What if something happens to Jim Norton?
Oh, what are you talking about?
I think he...
You think Louis is jacking it in front of Jim Norton?
I think Jim Norton's
No.
a little bit more of...
No, I don't think
Jim
he's
Norton
jacking
would be
it.
like, all right, I'll join in, man. Like,
I don't think he's jacking it in front of Jim Norton. I'm just like, man, if that's Louis and that's his stance on stage, like Jim Norton just being 2 steps in front of him with just the things he'll say, it's like, oh no. Like, I love his stand-up. Like, I hope he hasn't done anything crazy, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. I think he's a little bit more of an open book, that guy.
Yeah, from what I gather from his stand-up, probably.
He's like, yeah, I'll talk about how I took a dump on a lady's chest one time. Whatever. Got nothing to hide.
Well, the Louis thing, like, it puts a new context on some of his old material. Like, there was that episode of the show where he, like, is forcing himself on Pamela Adlon. And it's like, it was fucked up then, but it's, like, extra fucked up now.
Yeah.
It felt so fucked up because it was played off as jokes. Like, haha, this is almost like rape. And it's like, well, I mean, how is it not?
Wouldn't it be funny if she's screaming no and trying to get away and he picks her up and locks the door and drags her away from the door?
Yeah.
Like, no.
I wanted them to date for so long on that show, and then the way they have them finally get together is that he forces himself on her, and then she's like, you know what, I will give him a chance. So it wasn't even satisfying.
The other thing that it added new context to is when we saw him live back in Arizona, and like he did that bit where he took his clothes off and started beating off. Like, that changed everything about that bit.
That wasn't a part of the act?
We were laughing our asses off at the time, but little did we know.
Like, he actually was stripping naked and pleasing himself in front of you? That wasn't a joke?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was saying, like, oh, man, these lights are so hot and I'm so sweaty, right? So it was, like, organic.
gotta get all this sweat off my dick. It's not going anywhere. It's working it, but it's... Oops, sorry, front row.
Hope you brought your tarp.
This isn't Gallagher.
He made a SeaWorld joke. Oh, yeah.
SeaWorld joke.
Splash Zone.
So yeah, fucking Louis C.K. and then there's like the Cosby business too. That's old news now. And what else is going on? There's
Kevin Spacey, Danny Masterson raped a few girls. That's cool.
Really?
Yeah, but you don't hear about him because he's backed by Scientology. So
okay, yeah,
they're kind of covering it up for him.
Yeah, so there's that, and then what else is Matt Lauer? He's got some business too.
Oh yeah, he just went down.
Yeah, the Today Show. I just remember being a kid in, like, 1997, and they did, like, the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, but with Matt Lauer. I heard, like, the line before it was like, Where in the world is... Then there'd be, like, a pause, and be like, Matt Lauer. And I was like, you motherfuckers! I know where that's from. You just plagiarized
Matt Lauer's
that.
penis.
Where in this girl is his wandering fingers.
Matt Lauer's penis.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, if I was Matt Lauer bringing in Matt Lauer dough on the Today Show, I might have had some wandering fingers too.
Come on, man.
Good Lord.
What did he do to Rockapella? It's like this. It's the third time I've killed David.
He spurred a leak.
Yeah, a lot of sex scandals out there.
Oh, Stallone is going down.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I figured that would have happened actually a lot longer ago, but what's his deal?
He was all powerful in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Filled on cocaine. He had some girl that consented to sex with him, wasn't expecting him to bring his bodyguard, and then, like, forced her to suck their dicks and shit.
Oh, really? So he was like, hey, you gonna get pieces too? And, like, she just started blowing his bodyguard?
No, it was under the threat of violence.
Oh, so...
Not cool, Stallone.
No, definitely not cool.
Not cool, man.
Using that over-the-top money to be a bodyguard and... He flips his little hat backwards.
Hulk Hogan is, like, on the highest horse right now. New topic.
Shit-taking accessories.
Got any opinions on the squatty potty, David?
I kind of feel like I need to buy one, because if it's going to improve my poops, like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah. I wanted to bring that up earlier when you were talking about your love of shitting, and that seemed like a good gift for you.
If somebody gifted me a squatty potty, it would not go to waste. Let's be clear.
Well, I hope you use it.
Clear. And I've been gifted, like, video game consoles. The squatty potty would get use.
I just imagine someone you opening it up, and you're just like, wow, thank you. I'm going to use it right now. And then you go to the bathroom and just loudly shit.
Oh, wow.
It works
it
great.
It came out of me so good.
Hello? Is this the squatty potty helpline? I'm having a little trouble. So I shit right on it, and then...
I took a shit on it, and I threw it in my potty, and nothing's working the way I expected.
The thing is, it stinks real bad now, and my feet are covered.
Part of the log is on my toilet seat. I don't want to touch it. Can you scoop poop with this thing? Help me out, please.
Do you have something to wash my dick, like maybe like a cleany weenie?
Oh, that'd be the worst infomercial ever.
And coming soon, the Cleany Weenie Genie.
For cleaning your cleany weenie?
Yeah.
New topic.
Yet another David shit story. You kind of reminded me of something that I haven't even actually told fucking Cicely. I think I've only told one person at this point. But I kind of had the tone for the holiday season set for me before Black Friday, like before Thanksgiving. It was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Something terrible happened, and now that I think about it more, I maybe I was just in shock when it happened, which is strange at the same time too, because this thing. Anyway, so So it's Wednesday. I'm at work, and I'm on my lunch break, and I'm walking across the mall to go get myself a coffee. And as I'm passing through the food court, I'm like, you know what? I need to use the bathroom. And it's a deuce. So I go into the stall. Of course. I conduct my business. I leave. I go in there, place is empty. I leave, place is empty, except there's a dude washing his hands. And out of the corner of my eye, I realize he's only got one shoe on, but I'm like, whatever. So I continue to wash my hands. And as I'm doing so, he's like, hey, buddy, watch your step when you're leaving. And I'm like, what? And like he nods over, and I look, and there's like a little tiny, like, just puddle of poop on the ground. And I was like, thanks, man. Thank you for telling me that. He's like, yeah, I found out the hard way. And I was like, yeah, I usually find out the hard way too, so I appreciate you telling me. He's like, like he just kept laughing.
He is definitely the one that shit there.
Yeah. I have my doubts. Because, one thing I didn't even mention, I go walking into this completely empty bathroom that's echoing, and they're just blaring Christmas music. So I'm miserable while I'm taking a shit because I detest Christmas music so much. And I go to turn, and to leave, you have to make a right and then a right after that to exit. So I see a little pile of poop. I make my next right, and I see a slightly bigger pile of poop. And I go down this hall, and there's a big pile of poop, and then there's a massive pile of poop with a giant footprint in it.
What is this, the fucking Three Bears?
So, yeah, there's just like a giant pile of shit with a shoe print. That was dude's shoe. He must have thrown it away because it was nowhere to be seen. And the door to the bathroom was open when I walked in there. Definitely shut now. I open it, and I see a custodian just mopping ferociously out there. So somebody was like, now, and didn't make it. And I had to dodge poop when I was getting out of there. But yeah, it was just like weird dude who was strangely optimistic about it. He's just like, oh, it's just some poop. I found out the hard way. It's like, no. And then there's Christmas music, and like, I'm just surrounded by idiots who can walk through shit and listen to Christmas music and be happy about it. And it's the worst time of my life.
It's a beautiful side. Happy to... I stepped in shit.
That was a sign of my Christmas season to come. I'm just going to be surrounded by shit-stomping idiots, and I'm just miserable the entire time.
That guy did that shit, man.
Like,
that's a good...
He laid down his piles. He accidentally shit on his shoe.
That's a good alibi.
He threw it away.
Yeah,
first he stomped it
that's
in
his
to make
alibi.
sure he has a story.
He was like, I just came in here and there's poop. It's like, no,
he...
we watched you run in here holding your ass and now there's poop.
So like, it's the same thing. When I was in elementary school, me and my buddies like trashed the bathroom, and then we got caught, and we were like, we were help cleaning it up.
Did it work, or were they like, shh, fuck you, little kids?
They fucking knew we did it, but they couldn't prove it, so it was like a half punishment.
You just reminded me of a David the Jerk story.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was probably like...
Is it the time you shit in the bathroom and then covered it up by dipping your shoe in it?
No. Last Wednesday at the outlet mall? No. I was probably in like first or second grade, and I figured out, like, the soap dispensers we had, I figured out how to open it and remove the entire soap thing in it, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And one time I go into the bathroom, I'm the only person in there, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to remove the soap, and I'm going to throw it as hard as I can down the hall. So I threw it into the very last stall that was down there, and I was like, all right, I'll pick it up and replace it. I opened the stall, and there's a log on the ground. But the craziest part about it was, I kid you not, it was shaped like a hand grenade, and it was ridged like a hand grenade, too. Like, I can still see it to this day. Like, it was, like...
Why do you have so many encounters with shit?
I don't know.
You did all these shits.
You were a serial shitter. He's still covering his tracks.
He just retells the stories like, I just happened upon it.
It was like any other day.
I'm gonna have a fucking breakthrough on like some fucking psychiatrist's couch like 10 years from now. Like, they were all my shits. And I'm just talking to myself, washing my hands. I found out the hard way. Stamp.
Oh my god, it's like Fight Club, but with shit.
David's inner redneck.
Yeah.
That poop looks like a hand grenade.
David ain't here. David's gone.
Little Davey went to sleep.
Oh my god, I was the emu farmer.
And those blowjobs were terrible.
A beak is no way to get your dick sucked.
It just mashes it. It's not comfortable.
So, did you throw the hand grenade shit or what?
Yeah.
No.
What happened after you pulled the pin?
I just left. Like, I didn't even pick up the soap. I was like, oh, that's a hand grenade turn. I'm out of here.
Snap a few photos and we're gone.
I really thought that it being shaped like a hand grenade would come into play or something.
No.
But you're just like, oh, it's an odd shaped shit.
But even as a kid, like, I looked at it, I was like, that's a fucking grenade. No, it's poop.
He just ran out of the bathroom and went, fire in the hole!
Yeah, poop's not that disgusting.
Oh. This is just more breadcrumbs. You realize that, right?
I'll have to...
It's not that gross, I mean...
I'll have to share the story of Brown Monday, one of these podcasts.
Oh my god. New topic.
Would you rather?
So do you rapscallions want to do a would you rather?
Ooh, yes.
What do you got?
Would you rather...
Hit that shit. What is it?
Your face is permanently stuck in about to sneeze expression.
Hell yeah.
At all times. That's how all your pictures look from now on. And you're constantly putting up with people going, bless you, because I think you're just about to sneeze.
I'm out. I fucking hate bless you.
Or, every time you get mad, you lactate and fart. So as angry as you are, you're lactating and you fart and everybody laughs at you.
To what degrees of anger are we talking?
Even if you get a little annoyed.
Yeah. Oh, like a little annoyed. Like somebody doesn't turn on their blinker, but then they go left. Like
you get a fork with one bent prong.
Oh!
You just start leaking.
Yeah.
You tell somebody through the drive-thru, like, I'll have a number 4. A number 6? No, a number
my shirt.
God!
And then you fart and they laugh at you and that just makes you more mad and you lactate more.
Or you've got permanent sneeze face and everybody is constantly blessing.
And your pictures suck.
I'm going with angry farts.
Angry farts and
you can use
nipple secretions?
Shit. The fame angle.
You get famous for that? How?
Yeah, you go on YouTube. You get outraged by whatever. On the
No, you wouldn't make it on YouTube. You'd make it on like one of those porno sites.
What?
I mean, people cranking it to your lactations, guaranteed.
No.
Then you'd also bring in like the fart
You're gonna
crowd.
crank it to
You can fart on somebody's face while lactating on somebody else's face. You'd make a kill.
That's not what I'm doing.
Man.
I'm not doing that.
Then you're not making a living then. That's it. Nobody wants to go on YouTube and look at like Milk Boy McFarty Man. Nobody wants that.
Sure they do. They think it's a bit. I get mad at movies or whatever. That's popular. I pick apart movies and I go, it's fucking bullshit. Then I'm squirting milk everywhere.
Yeah, but how long is that bit gonna last? Nobody's hitting up fucking Adam Sandler for more Opera Man. I mean, shit runs its
fucking
course.
angry video game nerds been doing it for like 15 years. And I got one up on him. I fart and lactate.
Whilst angry.
Yeah, I guess I could handle lactating and farting a little bit more than the sneeze face, too.
I am on the complete other side of the fence. Like, I would take sneeze face in a heartbeat.
But you're so vain, David.
No, it has nothing to do with vanity, because the people in your general surrounding would pick up on that after a little bit, and they'd be like, oh, he's always got that sneeze face. And then you can just walk through a crowd, like, and people are like, bless you, bless you, bless you. You can just have middle fingers up, and they'd be like, oh, because people spasm when they're about to sneeze. You can just get away with it. So I can amuse myself. Like, I can just stand there and stare at a little kid with my middle finger in his face, about to be sneeze facing, and the parents will just be like, say bless you, Timmy. Hey, bless you. Just finger right in his face.
I fucking hate bless you. Bless you is stupid. Why do we do that shit?
I acknowledge your sneeze.
Yeah, I acknowledge your sneeze.
Well, because it means the soul is escaping the body, and if you do not bless it, Lucifer will capture it. So you have to bless the soul so it gets back into your... That was the shit I was fed as a child.
That's just a bunch of made-up shit, too. I don't think that's even a Christian thing.
Have you guys ever heard of the one that... I heard that, and I heard that if you hold your eyes open while you sneeze, your eyes could pop out of your head.
Oh, well, that's stupid. You can totally do that.
I think I heard that as a kid.
Well, yeah.
And they claim that was part of Bless
what
You.
happens, but no, that's yeah. Bless your eyeballs. No, that's stupid.
They did a Mythbusters on
No, like the whole Bless You thing outrages me because I work with idiots, and forever I never said bless you when people would sneeze. Then people start getting up on me about it. They're like, "How come you never say bless you, David?" It's like, because it's dumb. It doesn't do anything. There's no reason to say it. I'm like, it's just nice, proper to say it. So people were busting my balls about it. So now I do it in front of them. I don't do it anywhere else. And I'm mad at myself.
It's not nice. I hate it.
Sticking to my guns.
Like, sometimes I'll have 5 or 6 in a row, and it's like, achoo, bless you, achoo, bless you, achoo. Yeah, I'm sick. This is going to keep happening.
Yeah.
We don't need to do this every fucking time.
I give people 2. I've got one employee who can get sneezy fits. He gets 2. It'll be like, phew, bless you. Phew, bless you. Phew, phew, phew. Like, he gets 2. Gets 2.
Fuck you, pussy. You redact your bless yous, or we are done. Professionally.
All right, fine.
No,
I'll tell him tomorrow at work. I'll be like, fuck you and the bless yous.
Yeah, every time someone sneezes, you just say, fuck you instead.
Eat shit!
They're just like, whoa. I don't like bless you either, but I'll do it because the awkward silence kind of kills me when you can feel that they're just like, why don't they say it? If you just say it, it's what you're supposed to do.
Oh man, I bask in that feeling. I love it.
Do they want my soul to escape through my nose?
It's like, yeah, that's what I want.
Oh, my soul. So yeah, I'm gonna go with sneezy face, absolutely, because fuck it, like I don't mind being in public. People are like bless you, bless you, bless you. Like again, middle finger up. I just be like, I can't control it, and whatever. And then people who are there in my day to day, they understand it. Also, I get angry all the time. I would be constantly farting, and my shirts would be soaked. So that just seems like a huge, huge downside to my day to day.
I guess I could see you working around the sneeze face for funny photos. Like, you've always got sneeze face, but you're doing double birds and that kind of thing.
A plus side for you is that people would start correctly identifying you as disabled.
Yeah, right? Get myself a handicap license plate, too. Oh, that man is constantly sneezing. Let him park up front.
I obviously am going to be the angry video game squirt farter.
Oh. Yeah, you need to rename it, because it sounds like you're just sharting all the time.
Fart squirter? No. You can't squirt a fart.
The nipple squirt fart gamer. There you go. But then it sounds like you're squirting farts out your nipples. I don't know. You might have something there, but you got to rework it.
Yeah. Just a little workshop time.
Fart out of your nipples and lactate out your beehole. That's scary.
Oh, no.
That's scary. I would not choose that.
Here I am playing the Silver Surfer on NES, and God damn it! This is so.
You just fart in your face. It just alternates the. No, no.
And for only $15, I will fart in a jar and mail it to you. Whoa, it's a steal.
My couch is so wet. No.
I'd go with lactate and fart and try to use it as a way to control my anger. Because I do get angry too.
That's a very grown-up approach, Stacey.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I would adapt and better myself. Fuck it, I'll sneeze all the time.
And I'd fart and squirt about video games.
I'm mature.
You know, I'd win every argument. You gonna keep arguing with me when I'm farting and squirting everywhere? People would actively be trying to please me.
Well,
yeah, think about it.
If you're farting out your nipples, too, it's like blasting right in your face.
I'm not farting out my nipples. That's not part of it.
Oh, wait, that's right. That was a hypothetical. Okay, never mind.
New topic.
Goodbye.
Need to outro this bitch.
All right, let's outro it up.
We've had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun on the Jank today.
Agreed.
Glad you've joined us. 23 of you.
Except for Josh Green. What?
Josh Green and friends.
If you want to give us more money, that'd be okay.
And you can submit your emails to how many coughs? What was the email? I forgot it. Shit.
It was...
Count the
Count
cough.
the coughs.
Count the cough.
Count spelled Koon.
The fuck?
T.
Kunt? It's like how the Count from Sesame Street would say cunt.
Let me try it out. David, you're a cunt. It's pretty good.
You just call me a cunt.
Thanks, everybody. This has been fun. Goodbye.
Goodbye. But
Fuck you, David.
Motherfucker.
But.
did I tell you that I saved a clip of you singing in the booth when you were like waiting for us? You had a little ditty where you're just like singing in the booth, do like that kind of a thing. Maybe if we, are really hurting for a cold open, we could just use that, because I've been wanting to isolate it and just like introduce it as if it's an Oscar performance or something, like, and now David in the box. And then, just go to that. Or we'll do the gnome laundromat, whichever.
We're not doing the gnome laundromat.